The Rock stepped in as the self-proclaimed head of the table, reshaping the Bloodline into his own powerful coalition. As Roman's voice grew silent, The Rock's influence grew louder, and he recruited fresh faces to solidify his reign. But Roman's surprise return changed everything. Furious at The Rock's hostile takeover, Roman confronted this new regime, only to be ambushed and betrayed by men who once stood by his side. With the family fractured, two factions of the Bloodline emerged. On one side, The Rock's new bloodline, hungry, ambitious, and willing to follow his every word. On the other, Roman Reigns regrouped with his longtime allies, reforming the original bloodline. In the midst of this family feud, Solo played off both sides, teasing a potential reunion with Roman, while causing friction within the new bloodline. At SummerSlam, Jacob Fatu rose to the top by crushing Cody Rhodes to become the new undisputed champion, a crowning moment for The Rock's bloodline. But as Roman confronted the final boss, tensions exploded into chaos. Rock fled Roman's onslaught, prompting Fatu to ambush Reigns, triggering an all-out brawl that spilled across the arena. In the mayhem, Solo made his move, cashing in on his own stablemate, seemingly becoming the new champion. The aftermath shook the WWE Universe to its core. The following week, it was revealed The Rock had switched out Solo's contract with a replica, nullifying the cash-in and restoring Jacob as champion. In one cunning stroke, The Rock preserved his chosen champion's reign and reminded everyone who truly held the power. Now, we reach a boiling point as Solo is forced to retreat as his plans to build his own faction fell apart when Bad Luck Fale quickly betrayed him to align with The Rock. With the numbers game now starting to stack up against the OG bloodline, can Roman find a way to even the playing field?
And here we go. Smackdown kicks off with the OG bloodline making their way to the ring. And look at this. A united front. Roman Reigns, flanked by Jimmy and Jey Uso, marching to the ring. And you can feel the fury radiating from Roman after what happened last week. You can see it in Roman's face. He's not here to play games tonight. After being humiliated by The Rock last week, Roman Reigns has something to say, and you know it's going to be impactful.
Last week, The Rock did something unthinkable. He hit me with the rock bottom, drove me through that announce table, and then walked off like he owns this place. Like he runs this family. Let me make one thing crystal clear. The Rock doesn't run this family, I do. For too long, The Rock has been sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. He's been manipulating, playing games, and using my family to prop himself up. Well, I've had enough. No more sneak attacks, no more ambushes, no more hiding behind your Hollywood schedule. You want to come after the OTC? Fine. Let's settle this once and for all. Forget about the Bloodline war. Forget about factions. Forget about all of it. At Bad Blood, I want you one-on-one. But not just any match, no. I want you in Hell in a Cell. So there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and no one to help you. Just you and me, locked inside that cage. Let's see how much of a final boss you really are. At Bad Blood, I'm gonna end this once and for all. So what's it gonna be, huh? Are you gonna step up, or are you gonna prove to the world that you're not the great one anymore?
Roman, I'll be the first to admit, your idea for Hell in a Cell against The Rock at Bad Blood is mouth-watering. It's the kind of match that fans would talk about for decades, no doubt. But here's the reality. The Rock's schedule simply doesn't allow for it. Between his commitments in Hollywood and everything else on his plate, there's no way to make it happen at Bad Blood. However, let me assure you, Roman, that match will happen. It's just going to happen at the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Now, Roman, I know WrestleMania feels like a long way off, and I know you want to make an impact at Bad Blood. So, I've got an alternative for you. At Bad Blood, you can challenge for the undisputed WWE Championship against Jacob Fatu. It makes sense, doesn't it? After all, you're still the only man to have ever defeated Jacob Fatu in a WWE ring, but there's one catch. In the interest of fairness, before you get that title shot, you'll have to go through another man who wants his shot at his own redemption story. And that man is someone you know all too well.
Are you kidding me? Cody Rhodes isn't waiting for the main event. He's coming down to the ring right now. Look at him. He's fired up, and this crowd is absolutely electric. This is happening right now, folks, whether Roman is ready or not. Cody Rhodes has always been a man of action, and tonight is no different. He knows what's at stake, and he's not about to let Roman catch a breather or control the pace. Cody's making a statement here. He's ready for Roman Reigns anytime, anywhere. Look at Roman. He's not even in his ring gear. The tribal chief isn't used to being caught off guard like this. Cody's playing his own mind games here, taking the fight to Roman on his terms, and the atmosphere in this arena is absolutely electric. Cody Rhodes is out here with fire in his eyes, and this crowd is eating it up. This isn't just about a match. This is about proving who deserves to be at the top of the WWE mountain. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, and it's happening right now. Can you believe this? Let's take a moment to appreciate the history here, folks. These two have shared the biggest stage in WWE, not once, but twice. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes headlined consecutive WrestleManias, putting on matches that redefined what it means to be a main eventer in this business. WrestleMania 39, Cody tried to finish his story, but Roman denied him, extending his legendary reign. Then, at WrestleMania 40, Cody finally got his moment, defeating Roman and capturing the undisputed championship. This isn't just a match between two rivals. It's a clash between two men who, despite their alliance, have never truly resolved their history. Roman and Cody know each other so well, and tonight they're both out to prove they're the better man. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Roman wins, he gets a shot at Jacob Fatu for the undisputed championship. For Cody, this is about redemption, about showing he's still at the top of his game. These two have been on parallel paths of greatness, crossing and intertwining in ways that have defined modern WWE. From WrestleMania main events to standing side by side against a common foe, their journey has been nothing short of incredible. But tonight, all of that is put aside. Tonight, it's about settling the score and earning the right to face Jacob Fatu at Bad Blood. And with that win, Roman Reigns is heading to Bad Blood to challenge Jacob Fatu for the undisputed WWE Championship. Look at this moment. Jimmy and Jey Uso are here, embracing Roman Reigns, celebrating this monumental victory. After weeks of setbacks and chaos, the OG Bloodline might just be regaining some momentum.
Ladies and gents, as we all know, Roman and Cody Rhodes were scheduled to be our main event tonight. And while that match delivered in a big way, sometimes things don't always go according to plan on live TV. But I'd like to take a moment to thank both Roman and Cody for a truly great match tonight. Roman, I wish you the best of luck at Bad Blood as you head into your undisputed championship match against Jacob Fatu. Let's talk about the main event. I've got a special surprise for you all. After hearing from The Rock himself, we're making a change to tonight's lineup. It's not going to be just any tag team match, no. Tonight's main event will feature the WWE Tag Team Championships on the line, as Tala Tonga and Tonga Loa of the new Bloodline will face DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa for the titles. Best of luck, guys. You're going to need it.
It seems like Roman Reigns has heard enough from our general manager tonight. He's leaving the arena.
You see this, Tama? Jacob's got gold, you got gold. Hell, tonight, Tala and Tonga could also walk out with gold, but what about me, huh? What do I have? The only damn thing I've got is these grills in my mouth. I'm getting tired of sitting in the back watching all these others get their shot. I've worked my ass off, and yet here I am, stuck watching everyone else collect their gold while I'm left empty-handed. I'm not gonna sit around forever, Tommy. If things don't change, maybe it's time for me to pack up and head to Raw. They're always looking for talent, and maybe I won't be overlooked there.
Oh, wow! We've got a high-stakes tag team showdown tonight, and it's all thanks to The Rock's special request. Tala Tonga and Tonga Loa from the new Bloodline are about to challenge Ciampa and Gargano for the tag titles. Caesar Sikoa, the man who's been vocal about feeling overlooked, stepping into the arena tonight. You can see the fire in his eyes. He's ready to prove himself. I have to wonder if GM Nick Aldis is giving him the chance he's been demanding. I mean, after what we heard earlier, Aldis might have heard Caesar loud and clear. After that backstage rant, I think it's safe to say that Caesar Sikoa's got a chip on his shoulder tonight. He's been overshadowed by the likes of Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and others, but tonight could be his chance to show the world exactly what he's capable of. GM Nick Aldis must have something big in store for him. But here's the big question. Who will GM Nick Aldis have lined up for him? Caesar's been running his mouth, but Aldis isn't one to just hand out opportunities without making you work for them. Who will it be? Hold on a second. Is that Bobby Lashley? This is huge. Caesar Sikoa wanted a big opportunity, and GM Nick Aldis just gave it to him. This is going to be the biggest challenge of his career. There's no doubt about it. Bobby Lashley, one of the most dominant forces in WWE, is here to test Caesar Sikoa, and this is a massive moment for him. Look at the size difference. Lashley is a physical specimen. He's an all-around powerhouse, a former WWE champion, and one of the most dangerous men in this company. Caesar's got his work cut out for him tonight. He wanted an opportunity to prove himself, and now he's getting it. But against Lashley, this is a true test of what Caesar's made of. This is a clash of two powerhouses, and you better believe that both men have a point to prove. For Caesar Sikoa, this is his chance to show that he's more than just talk. He's ready to take on the big names in WWE. But for Bobby Lashley, this is just another night at the top. He's been in the ring with the best, and he's not going to let Caesar step up without a fight. Let's take a second to talk about Lashley's credentials, both inside and outside of the ring. This man is a true powerhouse, and his resume speaks for itself. He's one of the most accomplished athletes in WWE today, with an unparalleled legacy in both professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. Let's start with his MMA career. Lashley is a former Bellator fighter, where he achieved an impressive 15-2 record. He's a dangerous man inside the cage, with the experience and skill to back up his dominance in the squared circle. And it's not just in MMA where Bobby Lashley has made a name for himself. In TNA wrestling, Lashley became a multi-time world heavyweight champion. And during his tenure there, he was one of the most dominant forces in the company. He held the TNA World Heavyweight Championship multiple times, and his reigns were nothing short of dominant. He even went on to capture the TNA King of the Mountain Championship and the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Lashley's power is unparalleled. His combination of size, strength, and athleticism makes him a dangerous opponent for anyone. And Caesar, no slouch himself, is about to learn just how intense Bobby Lashley can be. Lashley's accomplishments in TNA and MMA show that he's been the top of the mountain in every arena he's entered. Now he's bringing that same level of intensity to Smackdown. It's not just about power with Lashley. His MMA background gives him an edge when it comes to submissions and ground control. That's the thing about Lashley. Whether it's raw strength or technical skill, he can dominate in any way he chooses. And tonight, Caesar is facing an opponent who knows how to adapt to any situation. Bobby Lashley is a true champion in every sense of the word. TNA World Champion, Bellator MMA fighter, and now a WWE powerhouse. Caesar now able to capitalize on Farley's tactics. And the Samoan spike drops Bobby Lashley. What an unbelievable victory. Caesar Sikoa has done it. In a stunning upset, Caesar defeats Bobby Lashley. Caesar Sikoa just took down one of the most dangerous men in WWE, and he did it with a move that honors his bloodline. The signature move of his late great father, Umaga.
Aldis, you see this dog? Did you see what I just did? I want a shot at gold myself. I don't care who it is. I don't care when. Just give me something. Because if you don't, I'm going to take my talents down to Raw.
What an intense message from Caesar. He's not messing around. After that huge win over Bobby Lashley, he's made it clear. If he's not getting a shot at gold on SmackDown, he's ready to leave for Raw.
So, I just heard the news. I'm facing Roman Reigns at Bad Blood. And let me tell you something, I'm not worried. Why would I be? Roman beat me once at Money in the Bank, sure. But let's be real, the reality of that night is a lot different from the result. Roman ain't beat me. Roman ain't pinned me. Roman ain't submit me. Roman escaped the cage to win. He ran from me. Roman escaped me that night, but you can't escape me forever. You see, Bad Blood is gonna be a whole different ball game. Romans ain't gonna have nowhere to go. He can't run, he can't hide. There's nowhere to escape to. It's just me and him. And when that bell rings, I'm gonna make him realize that there's no way out. He don't know it yet, but at Bad Blood, it's gonna be light work. I'm gonna show him exactly what happens when he tries to take the belt from me.
What a statement from Jacob Fatu. He's not worried at all about facing Roman at Bad Blood. He's got the mindset of a champion who believes that his reign is unshakable. Roman may have escaped the cage at Money in the Bank, but Fatu is making it clear he's not going to let Roman escape him again. This feud is heating up, and come Bad Blood, the two men will finally settle it once and for all. It's time for the main event, and what a match we have in store tonight. The WWE Tag Team Championships are on the line, and the challengers are making their way to the ring. Here come Tala Tonga and Tonga Loa of the new Bloodline. Tala and Tonga Loa have been putting in the work, and now they have a chance to take that next step. This is huge for them. Winning the tag titles tonight would solidify them as key players in the new Bloodline and put them on top of the SmackDown Tag Team division. The stakes don't get any higher than this. And here they come, the WWE Tag Team Champions, DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. These two men have battled through the toughest of times, both as rivals and as a team. But tonight, they stand united, ready to defend their titles. The story between Gargano and Ciampa has been one of the most complicated and intense in WWE history. They've been through the highest highs and the lowest lows, from friendship to bitter rivalry, and now they've come together as a team that's stronger than ever. But make no mistake about it, if they lose those titles tonight, it could spell the end of their time in WWE. Neither one of them is willing to let that happen. If there's any doubt about how serious Tala and Tonga are, just look at their eyes. They're here to take what they believe is theirs, and they'll do whatever it takes to make it happen tonight. The new Bloodline is ready to add more gold to their collection, and for these two, this is the moment they've been waiting for. Huge opportunity for Tala and Tonga Loa here tonight. Hold on a second. What is this? We were just about to get underway, and now Jacob Fatu's music hits. The undisputed champion is here. DIY has been known to thrive under pressure, but now with Fatu watching from the ramp, they've got an added layer of intensity to deal with. The undisputed champ doesn't just watch, he intimidates. And for Gargano and Ciampa, this could be a massive distraction. This is a huge moment for DIY. They're already in a tough spot, defending the titles against Tala and Tonga Loa, two hungry competitors with something to prove. But now, with Jacob Fatu here, the entire dynamic of this match has shifted. The Samoan werewolf is watching, and you just know he's got his own plans. That means DIY have to watch their backs, not just for Tala and Tonga Loa, but now for the unpredictable Fatu as well. This is unreal. The pressure on DIY has just doubled, and with Fatu watching, there's no telling what kind of chaos could erupt. Can Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa hold on to those titles and prove they're the best? Or will the threat of the new Bloodline and the unpredictable force of Fatu be too much to overcome? Can they dethrone the champions and secure the tag team gold? Or will the champions prove once again why they are the best tag team on SmackDown? We're about to find out. This is a do-or-die situation for DIY. They've worked too hard, overcome too much to let it all slip away tonight. Tala and Tonga Loa may be hungry, but Gargano and Ciampa have everything to lose. It's a collision of two teams with everything on the line, and this main event is going to be one for the ages. As the match continues to unfold, you can feel the tension in the air, especially with Jacob Fatu watching from the ramp. But let's take a moment to remember something that could change the entire landscape of WWE. Just last week, we saw Solo Sikoa go through a huge emotional moment after being betrayed by Bad Luck Fale. Solo, who was once part of the new Bloodline and carrying that Money in the Bank contract, said that he was taking a break from WWE to focus on things. That was a massive moment. Solo's been a key figure in the new Bloodline, and now he's stepping away. But here's the kicker. If his SummerSlam cash-in was declared void, that means theoretically he's still Mr. Money in the Bank. Now think about that, folks. Solo could still technically cash in that contract at any moment. So with Jacob Fatu standing here as the undisputed champion, he might want to keep a close eye on that situation. Fatu is the man to beat right now, but who's to say Solo won't come back at the right time and make his move for the title? And that's the thing, folks. Fatu can't afford to overlook Solo. Solo may be taking a break, but he's still lurking in the shadows. If I were Fatu, I'd be looking over my shoulder, not just tonight, but in the foreseeable future. The power dynamic in the new Bloodline is more unpredictable than ever. And with Solo Sikoa still having that briefcase, anything can happen. Fatu may be the undisputed champion now, but he could have more eyes on him than he realizes. Solo is a wild card, and that Money in the Bank contract might just come into play at the worst possible moment for Fatu. Hold on a second, what is going on? Jacob Fatu, he's frustrated. You can see it on his face as he watches this match unfold from the ramp. Wait, what is he doing? What? Jacob Fatu just destroyed the referee. He's completely derailed this match. This is insanity. Fatu has just wiped out the referee, wiped out the champions, and there's no sign of him stopping. What is he doing? Wait a minute. Tama Tonga is here, and he's bringing in a new referee. Come on, you gotta be kidding. What just happened? We have new champions. Tala Tonga and Tonga Loa are the new tag team champions. This is unbelievable. Jacob Fatu just wrecked everything here tonight, and with Tama Tonga's assist, the new Bloodline has stolen the tag team championships. The new Bloodline is adding more gold to their collection tonight, but make no mistake, this victory didn't come without controversy. Fatu took out the referee, took out DIY. Oh man, is he here? Is that the parking lot to this arena? Wait a minute, is that, look at the stage. Here comes The Rock, the final boss himself. And folks, I can hardly believe my eyes. He's holding the Brahma Bull Championship. Talk about an iconic moment. The Rock has brought the symbolic Brahma Bull title into a new era. An era where the new Bloodline reigns supreme.